A jury has found a Milwaukee man guilty of killing and dismembering a 19-year-old college student on the night of their first date. I'm Kristen Thorne, and this is In Touch Investigates. It was a brutal killing. In April 2024, Milwaukee bartender Maxwell Anderson took 19-year-old college student Sade Robinson on their first date. They met at a local bar. Anderson then took Robinson back to his house, killed her, and dismembered her. Her body parts, her legs, her right arm, and her chest were found shortly thereafter across Milwaukee. During the trial, prosecutors showed the jury pictures Anderson had taken on his own phone, showing him groping Robinson as she lay incapacitated on his couch. Anderson also burned Robinson's car in an attempt to hide the evidence. Anderson's attorney argued during the trial that prosecutors failed to show Anderson intended to kill Robinson, which is a key element of a first-degree murder charge. But the jury swiftly convicted Anderson. The attorney for Robinson's family, Verona Swanigan, joins me to discuss. Verona, how is Sade's family doing at this point? I know it was a really brutal trial.
At this point, I think everyone is still in recovery. It was a long trial. There's a lot involved in that trial and a lot of things you have to see and face while sitting in the same room with the person that actually did it. And that's not easy for any parent to endure. So I believe they're just kind of, like I said, recovering and trying to gather themselves. We've really been doing a lot of trying to process what we saw, what we heard, and just there's things that you see that you're not sure about, things that you question, things that are lingering questions, like where the rest of her remains. You've traced his entire steps, but where did he stop? Like, how else could this have happened? I don't think that if someone thought of the worst thing to happen to their enemy, this would pop in their head. This is gotta be one of the most horrific things I've seen a parent have to go through, and I've seen some terrible things parents have had to go through. And I mean some gruesome ways that I've seen other people pass away, painful ways. And this, in my opinion, it's ranking equal to dealing with the Dahmer type case. Like it's one of those moments you cannot return back to normal from. It creates an entire new normal for you.
I know that Maxwell Anderson's attorney challenged that his client had planned this murder.
You have to say somehow in less than 2 hours, he dismembered an entire human being and spread her body across a city. That's, that requires some major skill set that most average human beings do not have. Most people would have vomited before they even got to the let's throw the body parts in the bag. Like that just, I can't even conceive. I can't conceive of chopping someone's arm off and somehow I can still manage to bag everything up, clean everything up, take photos, do this, do that, and then go drop the body parts off. It's just unimaginable. And so it's hard pressed for anyone to think that this was not premeditated. You had the tools to do it. You would have had to have premeditated it.
Verona, I don't want to end this interview on a violent note. What does Sade's family want the world to know about her?
I've watched multiple videos of Sade. She was a glowing light. She was inspirational. She loved to laugh and dance and play with her her little sister. I meant to say when I said daughter, I was thinking of Sheena's daughter. But she was a hard worker. She worked multiple jobs. I've met multiple people in the community that either knew her from work or knew her from, because she was very big on giving food to the homeless and working with the homeless. So I've met several people that worked with her in that capacity. She worked at a golf course. I've met people that said that she caddied for them and that they knew her from the golf course and that she was always pleasant and smiling and sweet. Um, so I don't think there's anyone that I can imagine that has a negative thing to say about her. Um, I think her being absent from the family has created a void that they will not be able to get over. And it's not just there's a financial void because she was actually helping her mother pay the bills and so forth. But I think there's also um just a leadership void that is there. So to her little sister, she had helped her find jobs. She had helped her get enrolled in programs and pushed her. So her sister is a 4.4 GPA student right now, and she actually had gotten accepted to Yale, but the family can't afford Yale. So she's trying to figure out what she can do.
I know Sade's mother, Sheena Scarborough, has created a foundation in Sade's name.
So it's Sade's Voice Foundation. She wants to try to push forward to help find and locate children when they become missing and adults when they are missing.
Verona Swanigan, thank you for joining us. Maxwell Anderson will be sentenced in August. He faces a mandatory life sentence. For In Touch Investigates, I'm Kristen Thorne.